Kanalıma abone olmayı unutmayın. Teşekkürler.
Radio Evolution, streaming from Sleven.
Hello everybody, my name is Ömer. I am from Turkey. Today I am with Elza. Hello Elza, how are you?
Hello, it's good to see you again. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. Can you introduce yourself, Elza?
Hello, my name is Elza. I'm from Georgia. And I'm volunteer in Bulgaria. And today it's so good to be here with you.
Thank you, Elza. We can speak today. We are speak about informal education.
Yeah, this is the topic, my favorite topic ever.
Yeah. Now I want to ask you about what does informal education mean for you?
For me, informal education means a lot of abilities, and it is improving of yourself, and this is kind of challenges as well, because sometimes people have the troubles in schools, for example, to express their opinion and be open with the new faces. So I think informal education helps them to be more productive and do a lot of things, and it grows you up.
Yeah, it's very nice. What kind of information education do you have in your country? Is it popular or not?
In my country, there are a lot of choices to get the informal education. Like, we got so many NGOs who work with the young people, and we've got some youth centers as well, and the young people have opportunity to do the things, and they can make the activities, different kind of activities, which helps them, and we've got different kind of trainings, discussions about the things, about the problems, and something like this. Actually, informal education which we have, it comes from the first, this word informal education appeared in Georgia in 2005, 7 years, and from this time we decided to make to change our education system of Georgia, and we decided to make some elements in formal education from the informal education as well, and I think this is the good, because this is so huge opportunity for the young people. What do you have in Turkey?
Yeah, in Turkey we have a lot of experience about informal education. We have public education. It is this is under government, but we have yer yüzü doktorlar. It is like doctor on the earth everywhere. They may make some operation, and we can go to Africa and all of the world for the looking for the poor persons or the people, and make medicine for them. And we have red moon. It is Kızılay in Turkish word. It is the red crescent. The same. But you know, the Turkey is the Muslim country, and the name is different.
Mm-hmm.
And the public education in Turkey is very famous, because this public education for the all of the community people, and give all of the branch. We have like handicraft, we have like personality, we have personal development, and we have a lot of branch, and it is free for the people, and everyone in the community, he can or she can take this course. It's free. And now after the Syrian civil war, we have a lot of refugees and migration from the Syria and from the all of the Iraq, Iran, and Afghanistan. We have a lot of migration, people coming from this country, and we need this organization, because all of the work cannot make with the government. Like we need some volunteer for make something different for these people, because sometimes these people cannot speak in the same language or cannot know what we have, like culture, what culture we have, or what can do in the life. Like Turkish is the very atmosphere country. We have a lot of people from a lot of different culture, from different religion, from different ethnic group, and this is very difficult for Turkey, because you can see a lot of people from different country in same street or in same zone. And after this war, it is stay very famous, this informal education. And I was in this program with Redmond for the translate from Arabic to Turkish, because a lot of coming from this country know Arabic, and I am good in my language. Arabic language is very good, and I am work as volunteer, like translator man or something like this, and it's very different. It's a good experience for me, because now maybe I know about 7 or 8 country, the culture, the language, the how can live in this country, and what can do in this country. Is very different experience for me, and it's very good experience for me.
This is good experience for each person. And your last question was if it's popular in Georgia, right? It's if you compare with the past, it was not. But nowadays we've got a lot of young people who are joined into the Red Cross as well. You mentioned the Red Moon, and it's the same.
Same.
Red Cross, and these young people today are helping the old people and people who needs help in this coronavirus crisis as well, and they never stop working, and they are volunteers, and that's why informal education is quite important, because you are different kind of person. You can feel others necessity and others what they hearts, and what they makes them happy, and so on. So this is so good, and I think informal education and formal education on the same time are so necessary for each person.
Yes, it's very important, and I think after the internet, everyone used the internet like before 10 years or 15 years. A lot of people have comment with the other person, and this help informal education to be very strong in this time,
Yeah.
because the internet is very important community
This is
education.
good resource.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, to communicate with somebody and share just experience as well. Yeah.
Now I want to ask you, it is informal education. Is it important for you?
For me, it's super important because when I'm speaking about the informal education, I always remind the voluntarism, which is one kind of informal education. And when I'm talking about the voluntarism, it's so sensitive for me because I was volunteer and I can speak about it later. This is quite important to change the community and to change the people who are around you, to show them that how strong is to be together, we people, human, and just there is one thing, the willing that if you want to change something for better, you can change it together. And this is so big power, I think.
Yeah, it is very important, I think. For me, it is very important the informal education because this education not like normal education how can take in the school or in the college. It's different because they are free here. You can make your decide and you can take a lot of lesson out the school. It's very important because when you decide yourself with yourself, it is very important because you are free and you can live with this responsibility. And
This is development of individual,
Yeah.
society as well. Yeah, and it's super important for me.
Yeah, and when you make your decide with yourself and help the person or other the people, you learn new something or you learn a new story of the people, and you can think about this. It is very important because this story, if you read this story very good, after this you can make something for these people like the old people or the kids or the something and you can learn a lot of things, and I think this good for the learn new experience. And
Yeah.
it's very
The good things is that you can find out new skills in yourself as well, and you have a lot of communication with different kind of people, and it's so good experience. And with this communication, you find out different kind of skill of you. For example, you can do this, but you can't probably do this, and
Yes.
you know what's
What the-
your best. Yeah. And
yeah, what is the wrong, what is the
Yeah.
right. And this education, informal education, it is not stressful like normal education in the school, who is the your teacher coming and you have to learn this history or something like this. You can learn by self, and after that it's not stressful, and it's very relaxed. You work with
Yeah.
the relax, and this is very good for the you have the motivation.
motivation.
Yeah, it's very important for the have this, not like the school. In the school maybe sometimes you are very bored because it's the same every day, but when you
Yeah,
informal
this is
it's the
daily
different.
routine.
Yes, it's different. The routine is not same. Today we are we working for the kids, tomorrow we working for the old man, and every day they change the program. It's very
Yeah,
important.
the thing is that you can do what you want. I mean, if you don't like something, you just don't do this, and you can do what do you want, and everything is for changing the community and
Yes.
society. Yeah, this is good.
Yeah, I think it's very good, the informal education. Okay, now we go to a music break, and I will think you are like the music we are shows here. Hello, everybody again. Hey, Elsa.
Hi, hello.
Uh, Elsa, do you have any kind of experience of the informal education?
Yes, I have.
You can told us.
Yeah, of course, I can share you. For 2 years, I was a volunteer in NGO. This is Independent Journalist House, the name, and it's in Batumi. This is beautiful city of the Georgia, and yeah, it was the best years of my life because I made so many friends during this time, and I had a lot of fun, and I did a lot of good jobs. For example, to help the people and to make some kind of trainings, discussions about the topics which are problematic in the country. For example, human rights, gender equality, and so on. And it was the good experience of me, and I always, when I was the volunteer, I was on the first year student, and my classmates were telling me that they were so angry with me because they thought that I just lost the time with this volunteerism job, but I had explained to them that it's not lost the time. It's to get experience and grow up and grow up, and yeah, it was so good for me. Nowadays they can see it because yeah, you know. Do homework and go home and then back to university is so boring, and you have to change something in your daily routine to be more colorful and just have a fun and spend time so good, and so many students in Georgia today too, they they can't recognize what kind of informal education benefits you. But I hope the time will change and they will change as well. But we have a lot of good students who thinks that informal education is so important and they are power of the society and community. Do you have any kind of experience?
Yeah, I have some experience, and maybe I started to be volunteer and work as volunteer maybe 7 years now or 8. I don't remember because I was working as volunteer in Redmond, the Kızılay, and it is very good experience for me because I told you before. It is very good experience because you speak with the people, you share your information with the people, you listen the some people story, some people how is living in the camp, refugees migration camp, and a lot of different story, and you can find some kids in the inside this camp working and start to living again because sometimes the war is very bad and you know this what is the main the war of the war, and who is the starting the again from the under the zero, not zero, and start for the life, for the make something, for the start the education or something. He have a lot of hard problems, like he don't speak Turkish, and he want to start to learn the Turkish, and after that to come again to school, and after that you have problem when you come back to started because you are refugees, and all of the you are in the school with the some people from the other country or something. It's very hard to make new friends, and we help these people for the make a new friend, for the learn the language, for the a lot of thing. It's very different experience for me, and now a lot of kids and children now going for the make a lot of work in the government or in the schools or in the everywhere in Turkey, because a lot of who help these people is very have good experience in this informal education, and we have in the and work in the college university and made the living library, and it's very good project, I think.
Can you explain it? What kind of project it was?
Yeah, I can explain this project. This project like some people or have different story. He write a short story of her or him life, and we make like a catalog, the name of the person and the short story, and we make the stand like 10 or 20 people, and the all of the student or the teacher coming and looking for the catalog, and he like example Ömer, and he from Turkish, and he have like a short story. You go to this person and ask him about something question like how is the life in Turkey, or how is the going why we have like different idea, or like why you have like, and you explain your experience in the life in this life with these people. I think it's very good experiences because you learn about a lot of things. You can change your idea about this thing. Like I have a lot of people, a lot of friends from a lot of different country, and we make this project with these people. We have people from Iran, we have people from Afghanistan, from Syria, from Uzbekistan, from all of the. We have like 25 friends from the different country, and everyone have story how living in him or her country, how he come to Turkey, how he started to learn the Turkish language, and after that how he or her study in the college, what is the problem in the college or in the university or in the school, what have problem with the people, or hate or something like racism or something different. He explained what is going in him or her life.
Yeah, this is a good experience.
Yeah, this is very good experience, and I like this experience because it is very different idea and very different life. It's very story. Some people have sad story. Some people have good story. It's life normal.
And we are volunteers again in Bulgaria.
Now I have the new. I think it's a new story for me or a new experience for me, because now I am in the new country, in new language, new culture, and
with new challenges.
With the new challenges, and with the new friends from the different country. Yeah, now is very good time for the learn new culture and the new language is very important. I think you have same situation with me.
Yeah, of course, because in the society, we've got a lot of stereotypes about different things.
Yes.
And when you have communication with different kind of people, these stereotypes are broken, and you can empower your society. After these 2 years of my volunteerism experience, I could be able to to start a job, and it was so good for me because the volunteerism helped me to become employed. So I think this is the benefit as well.
Yeah, it's a benefit, and it's the good benefit because I told you it's very important to learn new thing. And if you study in this department, it's very good to like I study international relations, and now I am like
Yeah.
the other country and all of the different friends from different countries is very good for me. It's very good experience.
Do you have a fun when you meet different kind of people from different country and
Yes.
religious people?
Yes, because learn new culture is the first is very important for me. Learn new culture, and I love the history. I can speak with the people about the them country history or the culture of him or her country. It's very funny for me, and the some new words like ara.
Yeah, it's Georgian word.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now we go to last music break and come back after the music break. Stay with us. Hello, everybody. You are again with me. I am Omar. Today we was speaking about informal education. This last question for
For
you
me.
is
Yes.
what do you think? What kind of role can have the school in informal education?
I can speak about Georgia's example. In Georgia, so many schools are just the daily routine, as we mentioned in last part, that the kids have lessons, then do homeworks, some classworks and stuff, and then back at home, and then the same the next days. And this is so boring for them. School can offer them so different kind of activities. For example, cinema clubs once a week, and the kids will have the possibility to discuss about the problems, for example, human rights, gender equality, and I don't know, any kind, for example, environmental problems and so on, which is so important. So many schools after so many students after the school are not aware of the problems which are front of the society, front of us, and this is so bad. I think school has a huge role in improvement of the society, because teachers have a communication with kids, and they can aware them that what things are going on around the world, and what's the humanity, and what can we do to change. They don't speak about this with them. I don't know, how is it going in Turkey? Is it the same situation?
Yeah, it is same situation in Turkey. Yeah, how I can explain this? We don't have. Maybe we have to change the system of the education because we have to touch the student, the young and the kids for the touch them. How is the what is the informal education, and what is the why is the very important for the our life, and what can do in this, and what experience we can win from this from the informal education. And I think we have problem in the school because a lot of we just focus on the normal education. But after the school and the young people coming to 20 or 30 years old, he started to learn what is the informal education and why is it very important. The informal education, not just education about one branch or one something or one road. The informal education is important for the nature, uh, for the psychology, for the language, for everything. What do you like in this life? What do you like for do in this life? You have to start to do this when you kid or when you young, and
For the tolerance as well.
yeah, it's for tolerance because now we have a lot of informal education like tema. It is very important because tema organization save for the nature and save for the tree and a lot of things. Now we have to save a lot of things for this life because if we didn't save this, maybe our children or the after the generation cannot see this like the animal or some animal or something like this. And I think we have to start it with the kids to touch them why the informal education is important for us.
Yeah, we can do a lot of things in the schools. For example, make some clubs.
Yeah.
For example, literacy club, cinema club, I don't know, discussion club, and something like this in a week. And we have to let them express their opinion. Yeah, this is quite important because so many kids after the schools, they are scared to express their emotions and their opinion because they don't have experience of it. And my organization in Batumi is working with informal education. And when I was the discussion moderator in the schools, and I have small experience with it when actually the school pupils are shy. I don't know why, but they don't want to express their opinion. Sometimes teachers don't let them to say something, and this is huge problem as well. Because this is, this is freedom. I mean, we are free to express our opinion, and
Yes.
yeah, because if you put these things inside yourself, it will disturb us in the future. So I think if we want to change something, we just let go and do it.
Yes, I think I accept your idea, and now we going to finish.
Music?
Finish. No, it's finished for today. We meeting next week.
Yeah, it was nice to speak about this topic with you because I got a lot of information from you about the Turkey and about the informal education, and it was so nice to share our experience.
Yeah, it's very nice. For this is the
Thank you so much.
For this the informal education is very important. We share of
Yeah. Yes.
the life. Okay, thank you, Elza, for the accept my invitation and sharing your information with me.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for who listening to us, and we meeting next week. Goodbye for today.
Teşekkürler arkadaşlar. Kanalıma abone olmayı unutmayın.